Hey, Stacy from Port Orange, Florida. I just want to give the world a shout out and let you know Florida is having a huge issue with opiate and pain medication. I've lost several friends that have passed because of it. I see the next generation coming in. They're getting addicted to opioids, and we got to do whatever we can to stop this and break the cycle, and it can be done with a very simple solution. The abuse of addiction to opioids such as heroin and morphine and prescription pain relievers is a serious global problem that affects the health, social, and economic welfare of all of society. It's estimated that between 26.4 million and 36 million people abuse opioids worldwide. Even an estimated 21 million people in the United States suffering from substance abuse disorder related to prescription opioid pain reliever in 2012. 467 addicted to heroin. See, the problem is people can't get their pain medication. The doctor will write that for them, and they go to the pharmacy, and the pharmacy's too afraid to fill it for them. Now, I feel if a doctor writes a prescription, a pharmacy should automatically honor that no matter what. They shouldn't have to fear the consequences of the government or anything. If a doctor writes it, fill it. I also believe that to keep the next generation from coming in to this prescription medication world is to have them be referred by a primary care doctor. Now, in the state of Florida, you can walk into any pain clinic, and if you have something wrong with L4 and L5, disc in your back, they'll write you out the maximum dose of pain medication allowed. And I had to go through many years of physical therapy and everything before I got referred to a pain management doctor. So that was several years ago. I just don't feel that a 20-year-old that has not been on pain medication and just has, a minor injury should be prescribed these medications without going through physical therapy and trying and exhausting every other option before they are prescribed this medication. Where was I? It's been devastating. For example, the number of unintentional overdose deaths prescribed pain related has soared in the U.S. more than quadrupled since 1999. There's growing evidence, a relationship between increased opioid use and heroin abuse are on the rise in the U.S. And like I said, I feel the way to stop that is to fill the people's medication when it's prescribed, because if we don't get our medication, then end up turning to the streets or going and getting heroin, because without it, you can't get out of bed. You're sick, you're in pain. It's so that issue with heroin on the rise, it wouldn't happen. To address this complex problem of prescription and heroin use on the rise, we must also recognize and consider the social characters of this phenomenon. We are asking not only to confront these negative and growing impacts of opioid abuse on health and mortality, but also to preserve the fundamental role played by the right balance between problem, maximizing, we don't want to suffer and suffering, while minimizing associated risks and abuse effects, risks of the adverse effects. So, like I said, I feel that if we just pass some kind of law where this younger generation could not just walk in to a pain clinic and get anything filled, and then that would stop the chain of the young generation coming in, and by filling the people that are getting the medication instead of them not filling it or trying to reduce the amount of medication they're on, that's not going to work. That's why these pharmacies are getting robbed. And the heroin outbreak. Last week on the news, like 10 people died in Orlando from a heroin overdose. And we need to stop this. We need to stop this before our kids are next. Our kids are next. So we have to stop this. And this has been weighing on my heart heavy. God said, you're going to make this video. You're going to make this video. This is the second video I've made. And something has to be done. So please, help with the problem. The solution of the problem. I don't know what to do other than to make this video. Thank you.